It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. To throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got some room, it was over. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He breaks a tackle. Works his way out to the 33-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that. But we know this running back's a playmaker. He's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get this big fellas running these routes.
On the option. He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He'll ride his man on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Can't get him to the ground. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC, or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
As As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. He'll pull it down. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Mistake from this guy. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Trying to get the edge on the right. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The deep
turning it on. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Back to throw, it's McMillan. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Hayes. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Nittany Lions will go for it on fourth down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go right back to the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw. It's McMillan. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They're working that left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got a chance. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. He now has 61 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go up top on second and short. And his first throw here is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Knight. Takes the easy one to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And here he comes out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The option look. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Rides And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there.
Trying to beat the D deep. And here's the third interception of the night.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover two, you got two safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting it.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it in down the left side. They make the stop and a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Quick spin on the run. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Now on the move. There he goes. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Texas A&M. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that will be incomplete, man. Been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Might be looking to run. This time it's complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Slithers into space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it
breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Gets the back moving. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Spins away from the defense. He's out past the 35. Flying down the right side. The 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
South Carolina, 24. Penn State, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
To the ground. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. Inside the 35. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. block better? How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the missed connection on third down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Right down the boulevard. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first down. Wide open spaces. At the 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the ground. Finds a little space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. The play action fake. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end, making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, new set of problems for this defense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Adams. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first down, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dances away to buy time. Throws for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on the side.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Motion from the back. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets it past the marker. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On the option. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Goes to the option. Got the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. Flying down the left side. Touchdown Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The Nittany Lions in the hurry up. On the move, it's Hayes. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We have reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll run the option, finding open areas. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Really determined performance from this running game, guys. And I wouldn't call it an upset, but it is going to lead them to victory against a higher-ranked team.
Yeah, so it would be an upset, Reese. That's exactly what an upset is beating a team that's ranked higher than you. But to do it in the fashion they did, it was fun to watch. Like, a team really used the physical ground-and-pound style to come pull off the upset, Jesse.
Yeah, I think the rest of the country, David, might be a little bit surprised by this, but you know, talking to them, that this is what they expected. They take pride in just how physical they are, and they were able to put that physicality and running the ball on display for the entire country to watch.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Running it to the right. Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.